What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be taking a look at the DRIPFEED content that is coming for the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC. That includes the vehicles, events, clothing, and more. So let's get straight into it. Let's take a look at what Rockstar said on the newswire first. So they announced that there's going to be the return of the armored truck robberies, which if you guys remember back in the early days of GTA Online, there were these robberies where you basically could go to the back of the armored truck driving around Los Santos or Blaine County. You could blow up the back of it with a sticky bomb and you'll be able to get some cash. For whatever reason, Rockstar removed it, probably some glitches or something like that. And Rockstar is finally going to be bringing it back after like almost 8 years later. So Rockstar also announced that next week we're going to be getting one of the DRIPFEED vehicles, which is the Buffalo EVX. Now I did have a video breakdown on all the vehicles that are going to be releasing, so if you guys want to check out that video, a link will be in the description. But just know that this upcoming Thursday we'll be having a new vehicle in GTA Online. Now they also announced a new game mode that's going to be taking place on Cayo Perico, which is actually kind of exciting. So this is going to be called something like Assault on Cayo Perico. And this is going to be releasing in just a few short weeks according to Rockstar, so most likely before July maybe, or we'll just have to see. But either way, that's going to be pretty exciting because Rockstar doesn't really have that many game modes besides the races on Cayo Perico. I kind of wish that we could, put our own stuff like creator mode, but for right now, I guess that's what Rockstar is choosing to do. But honestly, I hope that's exciting. I'm assuming it's going to be some type of like battle mode, or it could be like a battle royale or something like that Rockstar is going to be doing. But either way, it does sound pretty exciting. So just know that it's coming within a few short weeks to GTA Online. And if you go over to the community, let's start off with some of the cool stuff that Rockstar is going to be bringing when it comes to events. So first off, there's going to be the Junk Energy Time Trials. This is something that you could do with the new inductor bikes that are coming along the DRIPFEED as well. And these seem to be like electrical bikes where you just have to do a time trial and you'll be able to get this outfit over here, the Junk Energy Racing Suits. Now there's also some special clothing that Rockstar is bringing, especially for the GTA 5 anniversary. So first off, there's this question mark t-shirt, it's 3 question marks T, and this was actually available in game when the update first dropped, but like a few minutes later, like an hour later, Rockstar ended up removing it because it was actually a mistake. So this was actually for the GTA 5 anniversary. We're going to be taking a look at all the stuff that Rockstar is going to be releasing for that. But just know when it first came out, a lot of people did assume that it was GTA 6, and maybe myself included, because people from GTA Net as well as the GTA forums did end up saying that if you actually decode the numbers that were on the shirts, it says one day will reveal all. So that obviously could have pointed to GTA 6, but after seeing a bit more breakdown and looking into more of the files, a lot of people in the community did realize this is most likely going to be for the Halloween event. Now Rockstar also has some Heist Mask tea, and this is coming from a user called Floorball on Twitter. I'll leave a link in the description to check them out. So each player from story modes, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin actually has their own tee that has the mask that they used on the heist that we did in story mode, which is pretty cool. And then there's also the Rockstar NY hoodie, which obviously does point the fact that Rockstar's headquarters is located in New York, which is pretty cool. The Rockstar Lion Crest tee, the Rockstar Silver Jubilee tee, and then another point to GTA 6 most likely, which is the Rockstar Stays Relaxed tee, probably pointing to our fans to just calm down that GTA 6 is eventually going to be releasing. And then there's also some unique weapon sets as well from Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. For Franklin, you have the Employee of the Month finish, obviously pointing towards Simeon. You have the Uncle T finish on the rocket launcher, which had the Love Fist stuff, which is nice. And then you also have the Sweet Bucks finish as well from Michael. So that's actually like smart from Rockstar to add stuff like that. And then besides that, Rockstar is just going to be having a lot of other clothing stuff that's releasing, most likely pointing, just toward event weeks and stuff that might correspond with them, or just, you log in, you get that t-shirt stuff. So it's just the usual stuff that Rockstar always has. Now let's get into the Halloween stuff because it's actually pretty exciting. So for the UFOs, which are coming back this year, Rockstar has the same one from last year, but they also changed it up a little bit. So now you can actually see the interior of the UFO, which is nice. And this is coming from the same user as well, Floorball. So thank you to them. And now Rockstar also is going to be having a new Possessed Animals random event, which basically has an event that happens where if you're just walking or driving or something like that in the world, these animals can actually come and attack you. They may seem normal at first, but they do end up just attacking you and you have to pretty much kill them. Now, I don't think that you actually get anything for killing them, but I think it's just like a bit of a scary event because it's something that you may not expect to happen with just walking in GTA Online. When it does, it's going to be pretty cool. And then we also have a new Ghost Hunt collectible, which I did talk about in my other video as well. So this is most likely also coming out around Halloween, and pretty much between 8 and 6 a.m. there's going to be different locations where ghosts spawn in GTA Online, and you have to photograph them. And then once you get to the 10th picture, there's actually going to be a special one that needs to be a photograph, and that is going to be Johnny Klebitz. And if you guys don't already know why, for some reason Rockstar did decide to end up killing him in the GTA 5 story. He was killed by Trevor. I honestly don't know why Rockstar decided to go with that choice of, him dying in story mode. I mean, I did enjoy playing as Johnny in The Lost and Damned, and I honestly think that he could just, grow more as a character, but, for whatever reason, Rockstar did decide that. So he's going to be in the same location that he was killed at. And then there's also going to be a reward that you can get for this. So if you take all 10 photos, you do get the special livery for the Brigham, which is another vehicle that's releasing that has the Ghost Exposed livery, which is pointing toward the Ghostbusters, since it is the Ghostbusters vehicle. So that's pretty much all the drip feed stuff that Rockstar is bringing in the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC updates. There is some other stuff that they may add later down the months, where if they have like a new background update or like a big update that happens where you have to download it, then that possibly could also add some new content. But I think this is pretty much the content that's going to last us into the next DLC or announcement from Rockstar. The next DLC most likely is going to be releasing in December. However, Rockstar, since they did release this one in June, we could see a different release date for the next DLC. Of course, we'll just have to wait and see. But that's all for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like. And if you want to see more, then make sure you subscribe to put up post notifications. I will see you on the next one. Peace.